Hello St Saviour's, it's Joya here, and it's day 5 of the new regime, and we have finally succeeded in acquiring toilet roll. A big victory, as we were on borrowed time, no joke. The first time we were running low, the lovely Elaine had to leave 4 rolls out for me on the doorstep in exchange for socially distant printing. Thanks to her, I didn't have to spend a penny in the shop selling each roll for £1. However, we are now safe with a 12-pack. Thank you, Asda, you did not disappoint. Anyway, how are you all? I'm sure your responses, like mine, are a mixed bag today. This week has been a long week. It's felt like a month in many ways. Yesterday, I didn't even realise it was the weekend. I have spoken to a lot of people this week, all in the same situation, but all suffering different implications. In one moment, I'm checking in on a vulnerable student through the school that I'm working in and making sure that they have enough to do at this time. And the next moment, I'm remotely wiping the tears of a friend feeling isolated, and then praying for another so poorly they can't pick up the phone. In another moment, I'm missing my family, whilst at the same time trying to treasure this time spent with my husband of almost 1 year now. It's quite literally a roller coaster. I can't control any of it. And like David in the Psalms and Job express feelings of not being in control, right now, that really resonates with me, and maybe it does with you too. I have in this peculiar time made some observations though. My mum's morning routine hasn't changed. She wakes up and picks up her Bible, and she has quiet time with Jesus and starts her day hanging out with the Waymaker, her promise keeper, our light in the darkness. However, till Friday, I would start in the morning and end in each day watching the news. I've noticed that my friend has started listing 3 things each day that she's thankful for. The amazing thing is that we take so much for granted, but now we're thankful for it, like breath in our lungs, good health, the ability to go to work, having a job, and much more. I've noticed that we've all downloaded Zoom. We were built for community, and it's a beautiful thing to see that when the opportunity for face-to-face community has been taken away from us, we're desperate for it, any way we can get it. I've noticed that now people are more ready to talk to you when you pass them on the other side of the road. I've noticed that we are more concerned for the older and wiser in our community. My hope is that these changes remain. As there is a truth in all of this, it is not our current circumstances that cause loneliness. People were lonely all the time, and we need to stay connected. We were built for community. You see, no one should ever have no one. Community is for the extrovert as well as the introvert. You see, Jesus knew this, and he said to us, love God with all your heart, mind, soul and strength, and love your neighbour as yourself. People will know you belong to me because of the way you love one another. Paul reminds us in 2 Corinthians that we are Christ's ambassadors, as though Christ were making his appeal through us. And in Hebrews we read, do not give up the habit of meeting together. Isn't this what Zoom is for? A friend of mine posted a poem on Facebook the other day, and it goes like this. History will remember when the world stopped, and the flights stayed on the ground, and the cars parked in the street, and the trains didn't run. History will remember when the schools closed, and the children stayed indoors, and the medical staff walked towards the fire and they didn't run. History will remember when the people sang on their balconies in isolation, but so very much together in courage and song. History will remember when the people fought for their old and their weak, protected the vulnerable by doing nothing at all. History will remember when the virus left, the houses opened and the people came out and hugged and kissed and started again, kinder than before. By Donna Ashworth. During this roller coaster time where there are very few things that we can control, let us love God and love other people. If someone pops into your head and you think of them, send them a message, give them a call. Don't let that moment pass because you think someone else has connected with them or it's been too long so it's going to be awkward. All the rules are out. Just reach out. Let us continue to be Christ's ambassadors. He is making his appeal through us, so he wants us to be involved. Stay home, wash your hands, be socially sensible during your exercise time, but be connected in creative ways. And remember, if you need loo roll, we have 12 now.